great day. Cup of the Word. We're here in Job chapter 31, and this chapter will end with the words of Job's have ended. This is the last Job is going to say on the matter. And this chapter focuses on his character. Job is going to point out one thing after another that he has done, tangible evidence of his godliness. And he's going to say, look, when there were poor people, I took care of them. When there was somebody who didn't have clothing, I made sure they had it. When somebody needed a meal, I made sure it was provided and they sat at my table. When there was a foreigner traveling through, they never slept in the streets. I always opened up my home. Whenever there was any sort of good that I could do, I did it. So that even my servant said, has there been anybody who hasn't been fed by Job? I lived my life as a giving, godly man. I didn't cheat people. I didn't steal. I didn't lie. I wasn't proud. I didn't get greedy and wrapped up in money and gold. None of those things. I didn't do any of those things. And so here he points out his godliness. Now, the fact is, it's all true. Job is not lying. These are things that he actually did. You have to remember, in the beginning of the book, God pointed out to Satan, he said, have you considered my servant Job? I mean, look at the kind of guy that he is. And so here is Job laying out, I did all of these good things. And his point is, it's not fair. It's not fair what has happened to me. God's not being just. And that's, of course, where his argument oversteps its bounds. In that Job is saying, I've got a clear picture of this whole thing. I know what's going on in the whole cosmos and the whole universe, and I know with my knowledge that it's all not fair what happened. Of course, the truth is Job doesn't have that knowledge. He's got a very limited awareness of what's going on. He certainly doesn't know about the conversation that happened between Satan and God that started the whole thing. He's unaware of the spiritual warfare that's going on at all times around us. But in this moment, Job says, I know it's not just, it's not fair, and if God could hear me, I'd be happy to stand in front of him and say, God, you made the wrong call. Of course, that's where Job has overstepped his bounds. And with that, Job lays out his case and ends his words. That's your daily cup, and we'll see you tomorrow.